Hello beauties, welcome to day 10 of your 10-day wellness challenge. Guys, we did it. We got to day 10 and today is my favorite day of all because today we're going to be talking about self-care. Now, self-care is a topic that I love so much and it's something that I love practicing as well. But I really think that everybody's definition of self-care is different. And that is so perfect because there is no one thing that determines or identifies what self-care is. However, what I know to be true, especially as women, often we do not prioritize self-care. It's like if we had a to-do list, it's the thing that kind of like is on the bottom of the list, and we never really get to the bottom of the list. Like you do, a few things in the day, you tick them off, but we'll get to the last couple of things tomorrow. And usually that is yourself. We tend to pour into everybody else and into the things that we have to do in our life, like work and taking kids to sports and cooking dinner and doing the housework and all those things before and only before we prioritize anything for ourselves. And this can be one of the biggest reasons why you feel like crap every day, why you get to the end of the day and you are so tired and so mentally frustrated at yourself and your family, your husband, your kids, your work colleagues. And it's because, I'm guessing, you are pouring from an empty cup. You're not filling up your own cup before you pour into others. Now, I'm gonna share an unpopular opinion here. I know that for so long, there's been such an emphasis on looking after yourself and prioritizing your self-care before you pour into anybody else, which I'm a huge raving fan of. And then there's the flip side of that, of that's so selfish. You should be giving love to other people and you receive when you give. And it takes too long to do self-care. And so therefore you've got no time to do anything for anybody else. And there's this real tug of war that goes on in our head around we're pissed off because we're not filling up our cups and everybody's taking everything from us. P.S. You allow that. But at the same time, we feel guilty when we put ourselves first because all of these other things need to be done and other people need to be looked after, and how dare we take some time for ourselves. Hands up in the comments if this sounds familiar. I know it's familiar because that was me too. Until I started to really understand, okay, what do I identify as self-care? How does it make me feel when I do it? Am I a better person for it or not? And when I started to realize that some very simple self-care practices made me a majorly better human, I was so much nicer and calmer and loving and giving and all the things to be around and to provide for others. That was when I realized, okay, actually giving to myself is the biggest gift of all because it allows me the space and the calmness to then provide for others, to then have space and time to do the housework or to do the cooking without resentment. It's kind of enjoyable because I'm full. So this is going to be a really cool task for you today. Your assignment is to create a joy menu. What the hell is a joy menu? Well, a joy menu gets to be a list of things that bring you joy, that bring you self-care, bring you happiness, bring you all the things that you are craving in your life. And you can list it out in categories if you want to. So you might have a daily joy menu. there's the little bubble again. A daily joy menu, a weekly joy menu, a monthly joy menu, and a yearly joy menu. I love that, okay? So things that might go on a daily joy menu that are just so nourishing for your self-care would be having, okay, let's take a shower, for example, like having a shower where you're not interrupted. Like you can see I've just recently washed my hair. Oh, that feeling of just having a shower without being interrupted, being able to like put a hair treatment in and just take 5-10 minutes for yourself. What if it is rubbing your body in moisturizer or oils of a morning or an evening? Like, that is so self-nourishing and something that you can do every day. What if it is going out and taking yourself for a walk for 10 to 30 minutes, or a meditation, or reading 10 pages of a book, or journaling, or like, can you see how there's so many things that you could put on a joy menu that are so nourishing for your self-care that you could do every single day? Let's think about weekly or fortnightly. Are you in a position where you could, or maybe you enjoy getting massages? Could you have a weekly or a fortnightly massage? Maybe you're in a position where you could, fortnightly get a blow dry on your hair, or you get your nails done, or you go for a lunch date with a girlfriend or something like that. Monthly, what is something monthly that would be so nourishing for your soul? Could you take yourself on a half a day once a month to the beach or to the movies or shopping or on a picnic? I don't know. Think about things that would just bring you so much joy and calm and self-love to yourself that you can put on a timeline that feels realistic but important for you to put on there. And yearly, what about taking a holiday? Like, have you actually got that on your calendar? Is that booked in 12 months in advance where you're going on vacation for the year? If not, if that's your thing, like, I would suggest that you start putting a little Pinterest board or a vision board together of where you might like to go on holiday, whether it's a girls trip or with your family, or it's a solo trip maybe. I don't know, maybe you want to go to a retreat. Maybe you would love to invest in a 3 or 5 day retreat once a year for yourself, and you can plan that like 6 to 12 months in advance. The family knows you're going and it's done. So I've created a template for you to start thinking about what to put on your joy menu. I'll pop it up in a separate post. It's a PDF version. I would love for you to download this and just start like brain dumping your thoughts on what brings you joy. What is something that you can create every single day, week, that is going to fill your cup and your self-care and nourish you to your soul, so that when you are pouring to others, you come from a place of fullness and you have patience and kindness and love with other people, and you're not losing your shit because you are so full. That, my friends, is why we prioritize self-care, okay? It's not selfish to prioritize self-care. In fact, I believe it's selfless, because you give such a better version of yourself to other people when you do that. So I hope you love this today. I am dying to see what you put on your joy menu. I am in the process of redoing mine, so I'm going to do this challenge with you guys. I will post my joy menu in here so you can see it. And I'd love for you to share your joy menus as well. That would be great. And last but not least, before I wrap up and let you guys go, there's going to be a bonus day 11 tomorrow, just so you know. So I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you have loved what I've shared with you over this last 10 days, maybe you've implemented some of the tasks that I've given you to do and you're feeling amazing for it, you're not going to want to miss out on day 11 tomorrow. So have fun with your joy menus, and I will chat to you tomorrow.